is Schapero, one of the Quincy Dems vice chairs and Ward 3 vice chair, as well as one of your reps on the Democratic State Committee. I'm here to tell you all about the Mass Dems Relational Organizing Project, Blueprint to 22. This is a project that I am super excited about. I'm so glad that we have the opportunity to engage our entire community down to the very grassroots level ahead of next year's governor's race. And now that our current governor is not running for re-election, the field is wide open for us. As I said, Blueprint to 22 is a relational organizing project. So your first question may be, what is relational organizing? Relational organizing is the way we use personal relationships to bring about change in the community. If you've asked a friend to volunteer, reminded your family to vote, or recruited a neighbor to attend a rally, you're already doing it. The idea is pretty simple. A volunteer reaching out to a friend, family member, or neighbor is more persuasive than a volunteer reaching out to a stranger. Blueprint to 22 is the foundation of the 2022 coordinated campaign. It'll take a massive grassroots effort to win back the corner office in 2022. And to hyper-localize our outreach, we're mobilizing volunteers now through our local Democratic committees and their networks. Blueprint to 22 is our relational organizing program to help Democratic committees mobilize their friends, family, and neighbors year-round and to build our bench ahead of the local and statewide elections this year and next year in 2022. Throughout the 16-month program with quarterly guided relational outreach projects and regular skill building trainings, local volunteers and activists will develop the tools to become expert Democratic campaigners and strengthen their relationships with their communities. The program offers volunteers and activists the opportunity to develop their skills through regular Mass Dems trainings. We will be building a hyperlocal grassroots volunteer corps to take back the corner office and elect Democrats up and down the ballot. So what does this coalition look like? To run a successful statewide grassroots organizing program, we need strategic partners at all levels. Blueprint to 22 has outlined the supporting roles needed to build our winning coalition, led by the support of the Mass Dems staff. The town and ward captains are the central hub for information within their city, town, or ward. Captains will work the closest with grassroots organizers, communicating goals and tracking progress. While town and ward captains take on a supporting role within their community, they can also have their own precinct assignment. This role decides which options for actions their town, city, or ward will be supporting for the month and communicate that with grassroots organizers. The grassroots organizers are boots on the ground, hyper-focused on growing their personal volunteer corps. These organizers are dedicated to creating a deep and lasting relationship with their community connection. Their main charge is to create and maintain 25 community connections over the course of the 16-month program. The precinct model organizing allows us to hyper-localize outreach. This means we can accomplish incredible statewide goals while keeping individual commitments very manageable. Blueprint organizers will build their personal volunteer networks to strengthen our Democratic coalition. By engaging our networks now, we'll all become more effective messengers in election years. Each quarterly activity will help local leaders identify their strongest community connections, build on those relationships, and form new ones. We'll work to both bring in new supporters as well as re-engage people who have been involved in the past. We'll be calling them to action through our Democratic City and Ward Committee events, like October's annual breakfast. There's also the Community Service Initiative, which is something we've been doing in Quincy as part of our outreach efforts since 2019. Lastly, there's electoral initiatives to help make sure people are registered and ready to vote. We'll be doing things like registering new voters and helping make sure previous voters are actively listed on their voter rolls. The goal of Blueprint to 22 is not simply to complete tasks or make calls. It's to build relationships and skills that last through 2022 and beyond. Part of how the Mass Dems will be supporting us through monthly skill building workshops. These sessions will have guest trainers from across the Commonwealth and country, covering different topics to empower our local organizers to design and manage their own outreach and engagement initiatives for years to come. I've taken part in several of these, which are recorded and available to watch online. The skill building curriculum of these trainings are outlined here on the slide. There are different focuses each quarter: field, leadership and management, digital, communication, and culminating with the November 2022 election cycle, where trainings will be conducted in coordination with Blueprint to 22 community partners. You can see these in more details on the Mass Dems website, massdems.org, which is www.massdems.org/takeaction/blueprint. You'll be able to find the recordings of past trainings there. This is exciting stuff, and we're here to make things happen in Quincy. The first step is volunteering for your ward as we activate our grassroots organizers and volunteers. Find out if we have ward captains for your ward. Find out how you can become a grassroots organizer. Working hyperlocal within your ward is the foundation of this program. We're also hard at work planning for our citywide events starting next month. We'll be starting our 4th year of our Quincy Dems Community Service Outreach Program with our slate of projects, starting with our Martin Luther King project on January 17th, 2022, where we'll be making bagged lunches for local homeless shelters. Thank you all, and I hope to see you at our next Quincy Dems meeting. You can check the calendar of events on our website, quincydems.com, on our Quincy Dems Facebook page, and on meetup.com. I can't wait to work with you all as we build a better Massachusetts for everyone.